Hello, here's my review of the Martin OMC 15E series guitar. So this is going to be like any other normal review. I'm going to be talking about the guitar a lot, I'm going to be playing it a lot, but I wanted to give you guys some sort of context to the sound of this guitar. I often find when watching reviews myself that it's really difficult to get an idea of what the guitar sounds like without actually having some context. So what I actually decided to do today is play everything that I would normally on this guitar and compare it with this guitar. Now you might wonder, why would you compare a guitar such as this with a guitar such as this? Obviously these two guitars are completely different. They're both made from different materials and they're at completely different price points. So why would you compare them together? Well, I think it's good to have a comparison because it gives you a context of what this guitar on my right actually sounds like. This video is not a shootout between the two, it's merely just a review of the Martin guitar, but giving you a little bit of context of what's going on by playing this guitar here. So I'll give you a little bit of spec on the guitars. This is a Martin OMC 15E series and they call it an orchestra sized body. It has mahogany front, back and sides with a West Indian rosewood fingerboard. It has what they refer to as a low oval neck shape, a 25.4 inch scale length and a Fishman matrix pickup. Unfortunately, I'm not going to actually be talking about pickups or demonstrating them today. I'm just going to be demonstrating the pure acoustic sound. It also has some very nice Grover machine heads, which are open back tuners, as you can see. And these guitars retail for around sort of 16 to 700 of your English pound. In the interest of providing context, I'm going to be playing it alongside this guitar, which is a Taylor Academy Series 10E. It has sapelli wood back and sides with a solid Sitka spruce top. You'll also notice there's a kind of indent here where you would have your right arm over, which just makes it that little bit more comfortable to play. It has a slightly shorter scale length. It's got a pickup, of course, which we're not actually going to talk about today. And these guitars retail for about between sort of 550 to 600 of your English pounds. So certainly a fair bit cheaper than the Martin guitar. I'm using a Rode NT1A mic, which is going into a Focusrite preamp, which is then going into my MacBook Pro, and that's how I'm recording both these guitars. Now I'm going to just demonstrate on both guitars a variety of different kind of styles and approaches to give you an idea of the sounds. I will do my utmost to make sure that I'm playing exactly the same on both guitars so you get the best comparison possible. me to play both those guitars side by side. I think this is an absolutely fantastic guitar. The neck feels glorious, it's really easy to play, it's really fluid with the left hand, the clarity of the notes is really clear. You almost get kind of like a compressed sound out of this guitar. You don't get obviously the kind of big lower end kind of booming response that you would with the Dreadnought, but I much prefer the sound of this guitar. In terms of playability, as I said before, the neck on this guitar feels really, really easy to play. The kind of action and the setup, which I know can be different between different guitars, but just feels so much easier to get the notes out with this guitar, basically. So hopefully the video has given you a good kind of range of sounds that both guitars can get. Obviously I know we were more focused on this one, but playing it alongside the Taylor guitar hopefully gives it a little bit more context. I think overall the sound and the build quality and the feel of this Martin guitar is absolutely fantastic. I would highly recommend it. If a big kind of booming sound is what you're after, this is probably not the guitar for you, but regardless, it's going to deliver on most fronts. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Do get in touch if you've got any questions whatsoever, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers.